This is the Azure Portal home page. We've been here before. We were here when we were looking at the ARM template earlier in previous lesson. And I've already logged into my Azure account, and so I'm seeing a list of recent resources that I've used here on this screen. I also have this menu along the left-hand side, which allows me to look at different types of resources and allows me to create a resource by clicking here. And this menu right here is actually customizable. I can first of all choose what appears as a favorite. These items right here are favorites, and an item is made a favorite by filling in this little star right here. So if I have something on here, maybe I say, well, I'm not really using any SQL databases. Really don't need it to take up any space here on my menu. I can just go over here and clear this star. And once I do that and click back out here, notice that disappeared from the menu. Now how do you star something if it's not already on the menu? Well, you go into that thing from up here, or you can do it from a service of that type, and you'll find that little star that you can fill in. So management groups, for example, is not favorited. You can see the star is not filled in, and I can click right here and add that to the favorites list. Now, in addition to choosing what appears on the list here, you can also reorder things. So if I go right here to the far right side of these three little dots, click and hold, I can then drag that and move it someplace else within the menu structure. So if I want to move storage accounts, for example up here so it's listed right under all resources, I can do that and just drop it. And again, all of this configuration is saved to my Azure subscription. So if I go to another machine, log into the Azure portal, I'm going to see this exactly the way I've configured it. Now that's just one example of the configuration options that you have in the portal. Let's look at something else. If I click on this gear right here in the upper menu bar, that'll take me to the settings screen. And from here, I can go down to Appearance and Startup Views, and I can customize the way that my portal looks. I can choose a different theme or high contrast theme. I get this interesting option here to set a startup page. I'm going to apply that by clicking Apply, and then I'll just click the Microsoft Azure logo up here in the upper left corner. That'll take me back to the home page, and now notice I have a dashboard. This is no longer the page we were looking at before. This is actually a customizable dashboard. Now you're seeing resource not found here because this item was added to a VM that I no longer have. So what I'd like to do is just get rid of this block right here. So I'll click these three dots and remove from dashboard. And then if I decide that that's all good with me, I'm going to click Save right here. And now this VM dashboard, which I created earlier, no longer has that tile on there. And maybe I want to add another tile to this dashboard. If I click Edit, I now have this grid view along with what's called a tile gallery. And these are all of the different tiles that I can add to my dashboard. Oh, for example, metrics chart. If I click that, I can either click Add here, or I can just drag it out and drop it onto my dashboard wherever I want it to be. And then I can click Edit in Metrics. And once I save this, I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to click Edit in Metrics, which allows me to then choose what this tile is going to show me. So I know I have a virtual machine here that we looked at earlier. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I'm going to click Apply. So now I can choose a metric from that virtual machine. Now I don't know which one of these might have some data. Probably nothing cause I've stopped this virtual machine, so it's not even running. But you can choose what metric you want to see. Once you get all of that configured, you just click Save to Dashboard, and now you can see whatever that metric is. This is a live tile view of the metric that I selected. You could also move these tiles around. So if I click Edit again, I can choose to move these tiles into different locations. So maybe I want to move this one over here and move this metrics a little bit closer, and then I'll save that. And again, all of these changes also save to your subscription, so it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to see that same view. Now that's just one dashboard. If I drop down this little list here, you'll see I also have this other dashboard called My Dashboard, and that looks different. So you can create as many dashboards as you want. If you want to create another dashboard, just click Create right here. You can drag and drop all the tiles that are relevant to that dashboard and save that. Now you've got a new dashboard. Why would you want to have a different dashboard? Well, maybe you've got some virtual machines, and you also have maybe some websites, and you want to create dashboards that are specific to those different resource types. Very simple to do. Create one for your virtual machines, one for your websites, and you can then configure those in a way that is most appropriate for that resource type. So dashboards are a great way to provide a very highly customized view of the Azure portal, and that's just one of the many ways that you can customize the look of your portal experience. Now I'm going to switch back over to the home view just for a minute, because I'm going to show you that there are many different ways even within the Azure portal to do things. So I showed you already this Create a Resource menu link here. You can also click Create a Resource right here if you wanted to create a new resource. You can also, in the search bar right here, you can search for different types of resources. So maybe I wanted to look and see what we have under web, and I see I have in the marketplace. I have web apps, static web apps. These are all things that you can create from the marketplace. I have services right here. These are different Azure service types that have either the word web in them, or there's something that is relevant to the web, like app services. I also have documentation that's listed here. So the search bar in the Azure portal is very powerful, and if you're looking for something that is where you want to go,